If I were to go back and give myself a message, my 20-year-old self a message, what would it be? Get y'all notebooks out, because y'all already know I'm gonna have to be taking notes. First of all, happy Women's Month to all the women out there. All the women, if you're a woman, you're a girl, you a girl's girl. Put a pink heart in the comments. It's for the women. My skin is already prepped, so let's go ahead and do some brows. Y'all already know for my brows, I'm going in with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, shade 5. Before we get into the meat and the potatoes of this video, I'm gonna just let y'all know my little brow routine. I like to brush my eyebrows up before going in with anything else. I know some people like to use gel. I haven't figured out like the right type of gel for my eyebrows yet. I feel like I've used a couple, but it hasn't really given what it's supposed to give. So I don't really have a tail. I'm just gonna fill these in here, these little hairs, bring it down. And then I draw a line here just across, and y'all see that line that's right here. Just brush it up. Now, my brows are not done. Y'all can clearly see. My brow girl sees this, she's gonna be like, girl, I haven't gone to her in so long. I've been sitting here using this razor. If you see this video, I am so sorry that I have ruined all of the hard work that you put into my brows. I'll be back soon. Going right underneath here, y'all see I started to make my little tail. This technique works for me because my brows are pretty thick, so I don't really have a lot of filling in to do. My brows are already pretty full, so y'all can see. I'm taking my Studio Fix Conceal and Correct palette from MAC Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Dark. I'm going to be carving out my eyes. I'm probably going to be using this one here and this one here. So as I'm going in and carving out my brows, and I just like to carve them out, make them nice and sharp. A good brow always makes the look, okay? Even if your brows ain't done, you can still cover it up with some concealer or get you some tweezers, get that out of there. See, I did cover up them little hairs. Sometimes they be peeking through, but it's okay. I do like to blend it down into the lid just so I could kind of have a little bit to work with when I'm doing my shadow. First of all, happy Women's Month to all the women out there. All the women, if you're a woman, you're a girl, you a girl's girl. Put a pink heart in the comments. It's for the women. If I were to go back and give myself a message, my 20-year-old self a message, what would it be? I don't know. I do know. There's a lot of things I feel like I wish I knew when I was 20, and now that I'm 30, looking back, it's been 10 years. It's like, dang, girl, you've been through a lot, which means you learned a lot. Get y'all notebooks out, because y'all already know y'all gonna have to be taking notes. Color correcting around my mouth with Pure Orange from that same palette. To color correct, I'm using the Morphe E57 brush. The first thing I wish I would have known when I was 20 was, I need to have a relationship with the Lord. Before anything else, you need to have a relationship with God, because if you don't, there's no point to anything that you're doing. That's literally the first thing at the top of the list there is have a relationship with the Lord. Write that down in big letters. To be honest, without God, all these other steps ain't gonna work, because if he's not in every single one of these steps and you don't share his wisdom with every single one of these steps, then you might as well just go ahead and go off. In fact, if you sitting here like, oh my God, why is she always talking about Jesus? Unsubscribe. It's okay. You can we good, man. And if we can stay, you can stay. I'm gonna be talking about the Lord on this channel. I'll see the banner. Inside Out Confidence. For my foundation, I'm using the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder from Danessa Myricks Beauty, the shade 9. To apply that, I'm using the square foundation brush from Real Techniques. I don't see a number on here. I'm pretty sure in my last video, a number on one of these brushes. I have quite a few of these little square brushes. The next thing I wish I would have known in my 20s, stop holding crutches. I don't know about y'all, but when I tell y'all, I was an avid grudge holder. If you wronged me, or if I felt like you wronged me, that was it. You had one and done. It was like the slightest thing sometimes. And I don't know where I got that from. I really don't. Holding grudges just makes you bitter. Bitterness is poisonous. Bitterness blocks your blessings. So I had to let go and let God. to let go of all those things that was like pissing me off, or all the things that I felt like people have wronged me and I was holding it against them, and just let that go. Let them grudges go, okay? Because they not serving you. Blend out the foundation so I don't have any streaks. I'm going in with my Morphe 439 brush. I'm staying away from this under eye here because I'm already going in with concealer. I'm gonna try and stay away from that under eye so it's not too much, because I do notice increasing under my under eye. So I'm gonna try a different technique to apply my concealer. This is hard for me because I'm thinking back, and I had to think back about all the situations that happened in my 20s. Take accountability for anything you've done wrong. Take accountability, take responsibility, being accountable to yourself, being accountable to others. If you say you're gonna do something, do it, because your word means a lot. I'm dropping gems on y'all. To bronze, I'm going in with my Made by Mitchell cream curve case in the shade Deep. And to apply that bronzer, I'm going in with the Morphe G2 brush. I already know I'm going in with Shade and Laid. I think this next one, everybody needs to really just take heed. Y'all need to be quiet. And I'm talking to me. Stop telling everybody your plans. Stop telling everybody your business, because everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. There's another one right there. You know what? That's 2 in 1. Everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. So be quiet. Keep it in the dark. Y'all probably already knew this, but I'm talking to my 20-year-old self. To blend out my bronzer, I'm going in with the Morphe M536 brush. I want y'all to say that 5 times fast, okay? That's the one I wish I would have learned. I wish I would have listened to all the advice that was given me. Everybody is not your friend. Just because we work together don't mean we friends. Just because we go to school together doesn't mean we have to be friends. I feel like sometimes you make connections with people. For me, I feel like, you know, I would take on, I don't know who would relate to this, but taking on your friends' issues. And I'm not trying to say, oh, don't be there for your friends or don't be there for anybody, but like, girl, sometimes you gotta take care of you. I did like that carving out of the nose for the Instagram baddie thing, so I'm gonna try that again. I don't know how y'all think it's going. Let me know in the comments, because I don't know how this one's going, because I did really good on that first one. And now, I don't know, guys. Now that my nose looks weird, it's okay. Trust the process. That's my next one. In my 20s, I wish I was more patient, and I wish I would have trusted the process and trusted God's process. Just, you know, sat down. I wish I would have listened to the advice of my elder, the advice of people who already have experienced life, because, you know, I'm a very stubborn and hard-headed person. The Lord is working with me on that. For my blush, I'm going in with Where's The, which is this shade right here. It's more of like an orangey shade, so let's see what we're gonna do. It looks pretty. Wow. In my 20s, I wish I did my makeup better. Y'all don't gotta write that one down. What I've learned now in my makeup compared to what I was doing back then. I told y'all makeup journey. I guess makeup journey is coming up soon, because hello? If y'all think I got blush blindness, put blush blindness in the comments. To conceal, y'all already know I'm going in with the Hourglass Umber Vanish Concealer in the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 370. To apply my concealers, I'm going in with the Morphe E64 brush. Another thing, 20-year-old Raquel. I wish I would have known how to set more boundaries. And then also on top of setting boundaries, I wish I would have known how to keep those boundaries in place. And that goes for any relationship, friendship, significant others, family, acquaintances, co-workers, bosses. Let's go ahead and blend out that concealer with our little makeup puff. For my highlight points, I'm going in with, of course, like I said, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 370. I really want y'all to put in the comments, what's one thing that you would tell yourself in your 20s? I want to know. To blend out that concealer, I'm going in with my Real Techniques 402 brush. Just a little fluffy here. I go back in with my makeup puff as well. I'm going in with my makeup puff. I wish I was more myself when I was 20. But you know, we're living and we're learning. As I'm talking about this, I'm giving myself grace and I'm forgiving myself for all of the in my head. I'm forgiving myself for all the things that I didn't know. That's growth right there. I just want to say thank you guys for watching my videos. I have been posting for a little bit now, so I'm really happy with myself and I'm proud of myself for posting and being consistent and persistent, even when I feel like I don't want to record, even when I feel like I don't want to edit, even when I feel like I don't want to plan, even when I feel like I don't want to get up and do what I have to do. I just want to thank God for taking me this far and keeping me consistent, keeping me persistent throughout this journey. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment, and share with your friends. Let's get back into this video. I wish I poured more into myself in my 20s rather than pouring into friendships. Because I feel like sometimes in our friendship, like I'm a girl's girl, I'm very supportive. I, will lose myself because I'm so loyal. I feel like it just be backfiring on me sometimes. And that's okay. You get taken advantage of and that's just life. You live and you learn. But let me tell you something, it ain't gonna happen again. Back to accountability. Wish I took accountability for the people that I hurt. I'm saying, like, I hurt people. People don't realize that sometimes your actions and what you say or your actions does affect people and it does hurt people. So I'm glad that I acknowledge that now in my 30s rather than my 20s. To set my face, I'm going in with the One Size translucent setting powder and then also the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Skin Finish Powder. Flawless Skin Finish Powder. That's probably not what it's called, but I'm gonna do a little pop-up. It's probably gonna be right here, or it's probably gonna be right here. So that's all I had written down for today. But I did want to go back and say that my 20s are my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Or every mistake that I feel like I've made in my 20s, God has forgiven me for, and I've forgiven myself for those mistakes. And giving myself grace as well. And you guys should give yourself grace. If you feel like you've just made horrible mistakes in your 20s, guess what? Now you're in your 30s and you got another chance, girl. So I don't want to say my 30s is a do-over, but I feel like before, this year, I believed in God, but I didn't have a relationship with him and didn't really get to know him on my own. I feel really happy that I've gotten to know him for myself, and I feel like because of that, he's blessed me. Set the rest of my face, I'm going in with the Morphe E2 brush. I'm grateful for every single mistake I made because it led me to this moment. It led me to who I am today, and I'm thankful for that. For my shadow, I'm not going to use a shadow. I'm going to use a bronzer, but I'm using the Beauty Bakery Coffee and Cocoa palette, and I'm going to go in with Antidepresso for my shadow. To apply that bronzer to my lids, I'm going in with the Morphe 504 brush. This bronzer as a shadow though, I wish I would have known how to put bronzer on my lids in my 20s. Yeah. I'm going in with Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Mocha Mommy, the bronzer. I'm using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush JH13. For my blush today, I'm going in with the NYX Professional Makeup Butter Melt Blush, and it is Had Butter. I have not used this one yet. I feel like it would go great with that blush that I put on. It's What's The, that one right there, What's The, and then Had Butter. I feel like they go hand in hand. So we'll see. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm skeptical. Oh, okay, NYX. Really pretty, and it has a smell to it. Let me just say, this NYX blush, the Buttermelt blush, yeah, I don't know why I haven't been using these sooner, baby. What's going on with you? Oh, this right here, Had Butter. It's a vivid orange. I'm going in with my Juvia's Place Bronzed Duo palette, and it is in Deep Dark. I already know I like to cut out my nose with this and just get a nice bronze going on there. The thing about me, my nose is gonna be bronze, baby. I did blush. Let's do highlight. To add a little highlight, I'm going in with my Beauty Bakery palette, Coffee and Cocoa. Better, not bitter. Y'all already know I'm going in with my Juvia's Place Bronze Duo palette to bronze out my lower lash line area. I can tell I love to be bronzed. Like, everywhere needs to be bronzed. I like to be warm. I feel like I'm always neutral. For my mascara today, I'm going in with the Hourglass Unlock Instant Extensions Mascara. It's a little travel size, isn't it so cute? To set my face, I'm going in with the Morphe Light Proof Continuous Setting Mist. We have the NYX Professional Makeup Suede Matte Lip Liner. And we have the NYX Professional Makeup Butter Gloss in the shade Sugar High. Did I say this was the shade Cold Brew? Because this is the shade Cold Brew. Just to go in and add a touch more of gloss, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Lip Gloss Ice, and it is Cold Hearted. Now remember, this is the one I use in all my lip combos, and I use the applicator, so now I'm using a brush so I don't add more color to my gloss. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look. You already know I'm gonna go ahead and throw together a cute little beat for y'all. I feel like now that I'm doing my makeup a lot more, I'm starting to get more of like my signature look. Like, I love a nice bronze look. I don't know. It's giving. It's definitely giving. Thank y'all for watching this video. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. It was a little hard to get through this video because having to look back on my 20s and all the things that I wish I would have done better, or some of the things that, oh yeah, I needed a little help in that area, or girl, come on. But I thank God for all of the valleys and all the situations he took me through and all of the lessons that I've learned. If my life didn't go the way that it did go, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And I'm very proud of the woman I am today. Happy Women's Month to all the women out there. Put a pink heart in the comments. Make sure to tap in every Thursday because I am dropping a new video every Thursday. We're becoming together. I'll see you in the next video.